Pacino filling out the bracket or looking at the bracket.
Oh, yeah. What they doing? Listen, I was out in the first day. I had Sienna winning the whole thing. New York team didn't have a chance, and I thought they'd get there. I thought they'd fight for every inch of every foot of every yard, but they had no chance because they were using the metric system. That's what they're doing up there in New York. Were you about to call for Morgan Freeman? Is that what I heard?
Was that Son of a Woman doing Any Given Sunday?
Yeah. It goes from each one. We could go young Pacino, but then we got a little older, where he become a Southern Army general. Yeah. Hoorah! That's what we're talking about. Made our way there. And then in the middle, you're just talking like this, trying to figure out this is where we're at. This is the heat, Pacino. That one right there.
Morgan Freeman analyzing the bracket.
Ah, yes. I have to believe that Arizona got the easiest route to the Final Four I've ever seen. I don't believe Purdue is as good as people think they are. They're not bad. Braden Smith is fine. Quite a good college point guard. But I'll tell you the truth. Without Zach Edey, they've never been the same, and that's where he got quite a few of his assists in that massive total.
All right, Tracy Morgan. I love your Tracy.
That's crazy. What are we talking about here? I didn't think Iowa was even in the Big Ten anymore, but they made it there. That's crazy. Look at these guys. And then Fred Hoiberg over at Nebraska. Look at that. The Big Ten is playing the Big Ten in the Sweet 16. That's crazy. Hey, Sweet 16, I want to... No, I've got to be careful. I almost went somewhere and
You probably do so many podcasts, and now you have to come back to regular radio and edit yourself.
No, I probably would have edited that one anywhere because it was going to come off. It was going to come off very. Wasn't what the joke was. It was, but it was could have been the wrong way.
Stephen A.
I understand where we're coming from with some of these things, but anytime you got a multiplication of 4, and the Sweet 16 is where we're at right now, I got the Razorbacks with their longevity going against the Arizona Wildcats. Koa Pete. I understand that he could drive through anybody. I understand that Jaden Bradley has the ability as the top point guard in the nation. But what are you going to do when Motavis Cuevas comes down on you? That man's a mountain. I haven't seen a mountain like that since the Game of Thrones. And that's what I understand right there.
John Madden.
You know, I take a look and I see Houston. I think Houston's a good defensive team. They're not as good as they were as a defensive team. Used to be that they had that model. Hey, we got guys who are 35 and playing against, a bunch of 19-year-olds. Now everybody's got 35-year-olds playing. I mean, that's it. But then Illinois, the thing about Illinois is nobody's from Illinois. Everybody's from the Balkans or another place over there. I don't know if it's the Balkans or the Baltic. It's something with a B that's overseas, but that's a Vich. Well, everything ends with a Vich. It's Stojakovic or Berdanovic or Ivicic or I got an itch. If you got an itch, you got a Jokic. Boom, tough acting Tinactin gets rid of it. You thought of that at the same time I did, Roth, but I didn't have that plan, and then boom. You got a tough case of athlete foot? Andre Stojakovic gets rid of it.
Barkley doing the brackets again.
See that, guys, the transfer portal is destroying what the brackets are supposed to be. That's what the NIL and the transfer portal has changed. There's no chance for a mid-major to make it anymore, and I think that's really bad for the game.
John C.
And I
Reilly.
think we got to change some of that.
Let's go into it tomorrow. I think that's pretty good because St. John's playing Duke. A lot of people think, hey, what are you going to do with the Boozer brothers? Well, first off, Cameron Boozer, he was incredible. And then his brother, Caden Boozer, I didn't think he was even playing that much at the big game, but he saved them a couple times.
George W. Bush.
Well, okay, so we got the Alabamification, and they're going against the Michiganders. And I believe that's a tough one as well. But Michigan, they play some defense. And the best kind of defense is good offense, man. So I'm going to go Michigan in that one. I think those guys got they got that, what's the guy's name? He's 7'3", the big guy from Spain, from España, as they say in Espanolish. Yeah, I forgot his name, but you know him when you see him because he's 7'3", man. It's pretty big.
Frank, amazing. Can't wait to see you again in April. He's coming back to Columbus, folks. April 25th and April 26th. 2 shows on the Saturday, 6 and 8:30, and then the show on Sunday at 6:30. Get your tickets at frankonstage.com, and you will not be
Anthony,
sorry.
I just want to say I wanted to say one last thing. The transfer portal is destroying this segment. The NIL and the transfer portal are making it so we can't do this segment cleanly. And I like a clean segment, but that's the problem because there's too many voices trying to find a way in and being poached in this during this segment. And I think that's really good because I would really like to hear a lot more Dion and Sylvester Stallone. I think that would have made it even better.
Probably would have. All right, our signature sign-off, you and me. Al Pacino at Baskin and Robbins with Robert De Niro. 31 flavors, Frank.
31 flavors to choose from? This is gonna be tough.
You're the best. Keep chewing that gum, my man. Be well, and we'll see you soon.
I'm gonna get some mint chocolate chip. That's what I'm getting.
I'd like the chocolate, but
See
not
ya.
in little chips. He's amazing. He's still talking.
Especially the little chips. I'm not done yet. I'm just getting warmed up. I'll see you guys.
There's our man, Frank Caliendo. Get your tickets. I go every year. I would never miss him. All right, we're coming back with our friend Dan Dockich, and we'll get some analysis on the Sweet 16. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Low testosterone can be